The objective of Senate Bill 84 is twofold. First, to provide 1 year of restrained and stable school funding so districts can concentrate on improving educational outcomes rather than slashing budgets and laying off faculty. Second, Senate Bill 84 creates a dedicated funding stream for high school vocational and technical education so schools can do more to train Alaskan students for Alaska's jobs. Mr. President, simply throwing money at the educational issues of our state faces simply will not solve the problems. However, we have found that recent increases to the education funding through the base student allocation have in fact resulted in increased graduation rates as well as other measurable signs of improvement. Mr. President, we simply cannot sit back and allow inflation to eat up or erode 2 to 3% of the funding our schools have every year. Senate Bill 84 increases the base student allocation by 1.9% for the next year. This increase of $110 for fiscal year 12 will be less than the expected rate of inflation. Senate Bill 84 also builds into the school funding formula a 1% vocational and technical education factor to assist districts in providing vocational education to their high school students. In recent years, schools districts have told us they have had to reduce their vocational education programs in order to direct funds to mandated programs. Currently, vocational education is combined with bilingual, gifted and talented, and special education. Legal mandates require districts to offer certain special education programs, and often those required programs take a huge amount of the money, leaving little time and money left over for vocational education. We see this in many schools as they've closed down and shut their programs off, and we're missing greatly in that. We also know that the vocational and technical education aspects keep a lot of kids in school rather than them deciding that at the age of 16 or so they can simply quit school and go out and find a job. Not only do they realize that they're not eligible to work at that age, but they don't have the necessary skills that help them to get those jobs. Many parents and employers have contacted me and many of my colleagues in this body, Mr. President, expressing their strong support for this provision. Alaska remains a state where a quality vocational education can lead to a lifetime of rewarding and profitable work. This provision in Senate Bill 84 has rightly earned the support of many Alaskans. For those in this body who are familiar with the tenets of our school funding formula, I would point out that the vocational and technical education funding will be subject to the same school size and district cost modifications as other school funding. On your desks, you will find the fiscal note for Senate Bill 84, which shows the impact on each of the districts. As I stated earlier, Mr. President, Senate Bill 84 establishes a 1-year increase for the BSA and sets aside funds for high school vocational education. This bill also sends a clear message to the school districts. This is the amount they will have to work with next year. It allows them to act in fiscally responsible ways by giving them a prudent, moderate, and restrained financial parameters for fiscal year 2012. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Thomas.